So I was on Facebook about a half an hour or so ago, and I saw this right here. And it was just from one of the posts. I'm on the DJI owners group, and it was these photos of the DJI Mavic Mini 2, or what is now the Mini 2. It looks like, just like a lot of the other DJI products, they're getting rid of that kind of first name, the Mavic, just calling it the Mini, just like the Osmo Pocket is now just called the Pocket, etc., etc. Which, for one, kind of makes me think this could be real, but it's really hard. So I wanted to see what this was about, because the photos are easy to Photoshop and replicate. But I found it here, and this is the actual video of this guy, and it's Our Beautiful World. Currently, he has 130 subscribers, and that's actually been going up since I first looked at it just a little while ago. This video right now, every time I check, it's gone up about another 100 or so. So as of now, while I'm filming this, we're looking at 1,620 views. So of course it's going to get a lot of publicity, but I just want to watch it and we'll kind of go through this. And what's neat about it is, I'm not going to put the volume up too much here. Well, actually, he's talking about going into Best Buy. And I'll put a link to this guy's video so you guys can watch it. Here's the Best Buy right here. Right? Yeah.
I came across this.
Like,
I had no idea they were making.
So I, of course, went to DJI's website. It's not there, because I was like, did I miss a launch?
And I just happened to see this.
Mavic Mini, Mini 2.
There was somebody coming to help us.
This seems like it would be really, really hard to replicate, Photoshop, do whatever. Like, because it's being tracked really well. So this seems fairly legit. I don't know. And, of course, he takes it home right here, and he's going to unbox it. So that's also seems super legit. So we'll just kind of fast forward a little bit here. So I'm going to pause here just on the specs page. All right, so here's the specs page. You guys can see it. DJI Mini 2. Again, he's still got it in the wrapping, which makes it, if it was just a flat image, I'd be like, yeah, it's possible it's Photoshop, but it's still got that glare that kind of comes off that wrapping that we see products come in. The big specs here, of course, it's under 249 grams. We know that's has to be there because that's the reason most of us would look at a Mini. The other two here for me that are really important, flight time's good, 31 minutes, so they broke the 31. That's awesome. But 10-kilometer OcuSync 2.0 HD video transmission. OcuSync in a Mini. Okay, that's pretty cool. 10 kilometers, also really cool. Now, the one thing I always find with that one, the 10 kilometers, is, especially where I live here in Canada, you get a drone like this, but drones still have to be line of sight. You have a Mavic Mini, which is, they're tiny, they're small. There's no way you're seeing a drone 10 kilometers away. If someone came to you from the government, I don't know what it is, the flight gods of Canada, whoever, right? And be like, point it out in the sky so I can see it. Not at 10 kilometers, probably not even at a kilometer. So cool, I guess the bonus of it is that something that's that strong for upwards of 10 kilometers, if you're flying it within a kilometer or two, you should have no issues with having a really, really nice, strong signal. So that would be really good. My only concern, of course, is that people will take advantage of the fact that the Mavic Mini could possibly fly that far. And because the Mini is small, watching a lot of the original Minis, flight videos and things like that, if it has to come back with a headwind, it can have some problems because it doesn't have super powerful motors. And of course, 10 kilometers away, will it get back 10 kilometers? Well, it will if, of course, it's coming with the wind, but against the wind, maybe some issues. But it's still cool. And of course, the other big one here that they talk about is 3-axis, which is great. The original Mavic Mini had that as well. And 4K video. Yeah, 4K video. Now, I'm sure it's going to have some locked resolutions, hopefully 4K 24, 4K 30. Will we see 4K 60? It's huge doubt, without question, huge doubt. But 4K, awesome. That's a lovely improvement over the 2.7K that the original Mavic Mini had, and that OcuSync. Those could make it worthwhile. Now, the one thing, if we go back here, right, just to where he was looking at the price, if we look at it here, there's just nowhere right here, for instance. I'm just going to go ahead a couple frames. It's just right. It's you can't really see any price on it. If you stop it right there, you'll see there's a $499 and there's a $988. So the $499 would have been for the Mavic, right? So the original Mavic Mini, sorry. Some of the other rumors are pointing out that the Mavic Mini 2 or the Mini 2 could be about $50 more in price, US based. So, you know, $499, my guess would be $549. But if this is legit, that's pretty cool. But full unboxing here, which is nuts. And even in here, when we kind of go through this, and it's a Fly More combo, you'll see he opens it all up. And you'll see the new controller that comes out, and that new controller is the same controller look-wise that comes with the new Mavic Air 2. So that's good. And even this, if it was an original Mavic Mini that we had disguised, I'm pretty sure that piece that he has right there didn't come with the original Mavic Mini. Shape and form-wise, it looks the same. It does just say Mini 2 on the side. It doesn't say anything about Mavic Mini 2, so again, that's kind of nice. But it's tracked really well. If it's a fake, it's done ridiculously well. But it's also not unheard of to see box stores possibly get some of these in advance and screw up and put them out on the floor early. That's, you know, hey, it's good for marketing, right? But I've definitely been interested, and I really would like to get a hold of this controller, because I have a Mavic Air and I have a Mavic Mini, and they both use the old style, and I really don't like it. I don't like the phone being underneath the controller. I much prefer it being above the controller, and I think this just screams that OcuSync could very well be there. So very cool. Again, he's got some close-ups here of the buttons, right? One sport mode. I don't know, it's just, it all seems really, really legit. Even the start guide with the Mavic 2. There's just no, if this was a fake, it has a ton of work done in it. Just a ton of work. And it's, I don't know. I think it's real. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you there. That's it. Comments down below. What do you think? Legit? Does it feel legit? I think it's legit. And if so, if those specs are right, 4K and OcuSync, worth buying. If you have a Mavic Mini, would you upgrade? If you have no drone, is this a drone that you would go with? For sure. I've seen so many more YouTube videos of people, especially in the US, that are flying like Mavic Airs and Mavic Pros, and you know, the FAA, I believe it is, in the States, are coming after them for flying their drones without proper licensing. So I think this is a huge target, right? It's a target audience that they need to have that 4K and some distance. I'm super curious about this, and I'm eager to see if, because of this leak, we'll say, if DJI really pumps up their schedule to get this out there on the market, a little more mainstream, something official from them. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Again, put comments down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you next video. Later, guys.